hold on a second. I don't trust myself. Okay. Okay, are you ready? This is the video that I get asked for very often, and I was working on it for a little bit because I wasn't sure what information to put in here. Basically, reaching out to brands, brand collaborations, paid brand deals or gifted. Are we allowed to take those? Things like that. Portfolio tips. So a bunch of little things are going to be crammed into this video. I am by no means an expert on pitching or anything. I've been doing this for a year, so this video is basically just going to be my experience. And just as a heads up, it'll be mostly towards UGC and not really becoming an influencer because I'm not an influencer. So some of these tips could probably help you, but maybe this isn't the right video for you. I don't know, but it could help. The first thing we'll start off with is a paid collaboration versus a gifted one. This is a controversial topic, and I feel like some content creators will agree with me, some won't, but that's okay, because a lot of them say that, oh, you shouldn't accept gifted collabs, like you're doing work for free, blah, 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 you know, all that. But I truthfully do think gifted collabs are beneficial, and you get a free product. That's cool. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I just had to turn the air conditioner on because I'm sweating. Hopefully I could cut it out and it won't be too bad. Okay, so where were we? Gifted collabs. Yeah, I'm on the opposite end because I think a gifted collab can be really beneficial for you, especially if you're first starting out. So what they'll do, they'll send you the product and they'll ask you to create content in exchange for that product. The product's free, you get to keep it. They're not paying you for your content. You just create content because they sent you a gifted product. Now, I think this is good when you're first starting out, one, because it gets your feet wet into the process of receiving a product, making content, and then sending it off to the brand for approval if they like it, Think that's great. You might get the product, create the content, and be like, I don't even like doing this. Or maybe you're new and you need portfolio work. You've been grabbing products around your house to create your portfolio. Now you have a brand that's willing to send you a product and you could create content for them and put that on your portfolio. Especially if you're trying to build up your portfolio, it's awesome. The more work you can get on there, the better. You want to be sending that over to people and showing them like, yes, I know how to create content. Or maybe the brand reaching out to you, you've always wanted to try their product and they're willing to send that to you for free and create content for it. To kind of test out, see if you like the brand or not. Maybe you don't even like it. And at the end of the day, you get a free product that in hopes that you want. If you're saying yes, you probably want the product. And then on the other hand, we have our paid collab, which is when they will send you their product, you make content, and they pay for that content that you create. So your content has to be good for them to want to pay for it. So I would say, going back to the gifted collabs, like I said, it's really good if you're first starting out and you're trying to either learn or perfect your skills, get better, whatever you're trying to do. Paid collabs, obviously, that's what you want. You want to be getting paid for it, but your work has to be good to be getting paid for it. And then there's also a thing called tested collabs, which I don't even want to say there's a thing called tested collabs, but people ask for tested collabs and they'll message you and they'll say, yeah, can you make a video for us and it'll just be a test run, and if we like it, then we'll pay the next time that we work together. I personally don't do this. I never do this, especially at the stage that I'm at now. I have a portfolio with a lot of videos. I have a lot of work under my belt. I don't see a point in doing free work and then getting paid next time. And also I've seen creators say that, like, don't do this because there's never a next time, so just don't. They're just doing that to do that. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's like some scam thing going on, but I've heard creators say that. So just watch out for that. If you want to do it, by all means, go ahead. But I don't see a point in doing it. I don't see a point for, like, you don't go somewhere and say, hey, can you do this for me for free? And if you do a good job, I'll pay you the next time I come. No, that's not, it's not really how it works. If you're providing a service, you get paid for the service you're providing. And then if they don't like it, then you guys never work together again, and that's that. Especially for UGC, because normally we have contracts. They'll send you over a contract, you'll send them a contract, some type of agreement, and the norm is to give 2 revisions. So you say, I'll send you the content, and if you want something fixed, re-recorded, you don't like it, you have 2 times to say that, and I will fix the video for you, whatever you want done. So if you're offering them 2 revisions, there should be no reason why. I don't think that there should be a test video that's completely free, you putting in hours of work for nothing, just so that they could see if they want to work with you. Yeah, that's probably a controversial one too, but personally, I don't do it. I say, no, I don't do that, sorry. Obviously saying it a little nicer. Unfortunately, I don't do test videos, but I do offer 2 revisions. this is okay with you, we can proceed. If not, I totally understand, and everyone walks away. But you as the creator, you have to take an honest look at your work and say, would someone pay me for this content? Are you generally good at creating content? Are you natural and authentic on camera? If no, then you probably need more practice and you need to start working a little bit more. I will look back, I remember looking back at my first UGC video and being like, it's night and day compared to what I make now, but it just shows that the more you do it, the better you get at it. If you start and you keep going, it'll be extremely noticeable how much better you get at recording, editing, script writing, angles, all of that. Even just talking on camera, it all takes practice. So we have gifted collabs, paid collabs, and then we have long-term paid collabs, which is your bread and butter. That is going to be, if you're doing this full time and you want a consistent income and you get a long-term collab, that's awesome. Maybe you have a client that's paying you $2,000 a month to do whatever for the next 4 months. Now you have that income for the next 4 months and you know that. Because that's a big con in this job, that you really don't know exactly what you're going to be making unless you have some type of long-term collabs or you're working your butt off. But yeah, long-term clients will just ensure the income you're making. That's why content creators love them. Okay, let's talk about reaching out to brands. First thing you want to do, of course, is find brands to work with. You can make a little list of the brands you want to work with, or you can go hunting on who creates UGC, who uses UGC creators for their brand. I know a lot of creators like to do that too. Let's say you have a brand in mind and you're not sure if they work with UGC creators, just go on their account, go on their socials, check out their ads. You can tell if they're getting their content from a UGC creator or if they're doing it behind the scenes with their brand, whatever they're doing. And when you're reaching out to these brands, you want to make sure you're reaching out to the right person, which sometimes it can be hard to find the right email. You can reach out through Instagram DM, send them a little message. Usually if I were to reach out through Instagram DM, I would send a message not pitching myself, but sending something like, hey, I'm Melissa, I'm a UGC creator, asking what email they recommend for that, or the marketing email, something like that. Something to get in touch with the right person, unless they message you back and say, hey, you're talking to the right person. But you can go on their Instagram, you can go on LinkedIn, you could go on Google, even on their website. Sometimes they have the email. You could find the right person's email in different spots. Or if you just get an email and it's not the right email, like I said, you can just reach out and say, introduce yourself, and then ask what email they can share with you to reach that person. Keep it professional, be friendly, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, make a list of brands that you want to work with, and then go from there. And when you're first starting out, don't message every single brand just so you can get something, get a free product, get paid for something. Kind of make sure that you like the brand, like the product, especially if you're sharing it to your audience or like influencing people to buy it, whatever you're doing. Just make sure you actually like the product. Just don't just say yes to everything that comes your way just because you want something. When you're reaching out to these brands and pitching yourself, you want to make a genuine email for them and not just send the same email to everybody over and over again. You want to make a connection with them and you want to offer them something that's beneficial for them. So reach out to them, say something about the brand that, clearly you know something. You're not just like, hi, can I have a product to make you a video? Make some type of connection with you, with their brand, and then offer your services, offer what you're going to offer. You can even pick the brand, pick a product and say, I have this great idea for this video, and kind of pitch yourself that way and see if they're looking for content. It doesn't have to be anything big, long, crazy, because no one wants to read that. Just a simple, straightforward email to them. We don't want to waste anyone's time. So we'll just do like a quick run through of just an email. You have your subject line. So a lot of people say like, it's really easy, you can do it. I personally don't do it, that you'll put brand X Alyssa or whatever it is, just to like combine you guys. It's easy, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't stand out though. I would say if you want to get noticed, be creative. I don't know who it was, but I remember I was following some girl and she posted on her story a screenshot of her pitch email, and the subject line was something so funny. I don't remember what it was. It's like something like, my boyfriend's been wearing the same shirt every single day because of you. And then obviously the person on the other end would be like, what? And then they click in, hi, I'm a creator. I bought my boyfriend a shirt from your company and he loves it. He's been wearing it all the time. Are you looking for content from UGC creators? You want to send over some stuff and I'll make videos with him. It was something like that, but I was just like, oh shit, that's creative. And if I got that as a subject line in my inbox, I would have been like, huh? while everyone else has brand X Alyssa. Like, you know what I mean? It just, if you stand out, someone's gonna click it. But yeah, I thought that was so creative. Anyway, okay, so then you have your first line, just introduce yourself really quick, who you are, where you are, what you do, and who you do it for. Add your link to your portfolio to your email. I have previous work. If you want to take a look at it, here's a link to my portfolio. And then after that, that's where you'll say a little something about the brand, some type of make a connection, something about the brand. This creates a personal connection with the brand, and if you're doing it from a UGC perspective, you want to explain to them how they can benefit from your content creating. And like I said, you can pitch with a product if you want. Hey, I saw you release this toaster oven and I want to help you market this product. And if you don't have a specific product or idea that you want to pitch to them, you could just reach out and introduce yourself, and I'm just looking to see if you have any opportunities for us to work together, or maybe in the future we can work together. And they might answer back and say, actually, we do have some UGC opportunities available, or they might say, all right, we'll see you in the future. Now, if you don't like video calls, I don't want to say if you don't like video calls, don't do them, because you're going to have to do it at some point. I feel like I've done a bunch of video calls now with clients. A lot of people like to meet through video calls, so we could talk, meet, face-to-face, explain everything quick. A lot of people like it, and I think it's beneficial. It makes it a lot more personable when you actually like see the person and talk to them rather than emailing back and forth. So if you want, you could even at the end just say, do you have time to hop on a call and we can discuss your marketing goals for the next quarter, for the next year, whatever. Just showing yourself that you're very interested and wanting to work with this brand. And I know cold pitching can be really scary and it can be really hard, so I'm just gonna say this so that you don't get discouraged. There are going to be brands that are going to say no, and there are going to be brands that are not going to answer you. And that is okay. You cannot take it personally. It's nothing personal, nothing against you. There are millions of brands and businesses out there that are looking for content. Just keep on going and move to the next one. Don't even waste your time dwelling on it. Do not worry about it. A no is not the worst thing in the world. At least you tried. So that's pretty much pitching through email. And that was also one of the reasons why I kind of waited to make this video, because I don't pitch through email a lot. I will be honest. I don't even remember the last time I pitched through email. I've told you guys a lot. I use a lot of freelance websites. I like to use Fiverr. I like to use Upwork. Upwork is a really good one because you can pitch yourself to people. Clients can reach out to you and invite you to their jobs. So honestly, I do a lot through there, and I've gotten a lot of good deals through those websites. Not only that, I've said this, put your contact in all your socials, put your contact information wherever you can put it so that people can find you and contact you. Because now that I've done that, and I've been doing this for a year, I've been getting my name out there and doing these things, so people do reach out to me, and I get a lot of inbounds of people wanting work from me and content, and it's because they see my content all over the place, because I'm making content for people, and then I'm also making my own content. And I've had people reach out to me and say, I've seen your YouTube, I've seen your Instagram, and that's how they found me. So don't underestimate that either. Just because you have social accounts that don't have millions of followers doesn't mean that these brands can't see your social account. They can see it if they want to. If it comes up, they can see it. And I know people have said that they search for UGC creators, like going on socials and typing things in like that. So if you're going on these social platforms and typing in UGC creators and you've been posting UGC content for so long now, you're gonna come up somewhere. And here's a little side note for pitching on Upwork. I don't even go into, not that I would make this really long in-depth email to send out, but I don't do that on Upwork either when I pitch. It's nothing crazy. It'll be like, hi, my name's Alyssa. I saw your job, really interested in working with you. Here's a link to my portfolio if you want to check out some previous work. Hope to hear back from you soon. You know, something like super simple. Again, they don't want to read 5 paragraphs from you. Give them what they need, tell them what you need to tell them, and that's that. But once you get used to pitching, it's really not that bad. And once you start putting yourself out there, hopefully you won't have to pitch as often because you'll be getting more inbounds. That's the goal. Okay, let's move into portfolio tips. I have an actual video on just start to finish steps, how to create your portfolio on Canva. So I'll link that. If you want to check it out, you can. I've talked about things to put in your portfolio in so many videos. I talk about it so much because it's so important, but I'll just do a quick rundown on important things that you should have in your portfolio. First off, you don't want it to be all about you. You want it to be all about your work. Again, we're not about wasting people's time here. First page is going to be your intro page. Just put, a couple pictures of yourself, your name, I'm a UGC creator, your email. First page is done. Get to the second page, go right into your work. Put your work on the second page, just right there. You don't need a why UGC section, an about me section right up top, all those nitty gritty things. They want it, they will coming to see your work, put your work first. And the why UGC, if you have it, take it out of you don't even need it in your portfolio. Take it out. It's a waste of a page. You don't need it. They're not reading it. So yeah, second page is going to be your work, and depending on how much work you have, maybe the third, fourth, and fifth page, you'll go up to the fifth page, it'll be your work. All right, so let's say we're on page 5 right now, and the next things I say, you can really do it in any order, but I'm just gonna say the order I would personally do it in. So after that, on page 5, I would put reviews, past clients, brands, anything you want to share like that. I have a brands I work with page. It's not necessary, but it's a nice touch. Then if you're someone that wants your rates on your portfolio, you can definitely do that. Some people put them on, some people don't. I personally don't have my rates on my portfolio, so that's completely up to you. Now you can add a little about me section, nothing crazy. Just a little about me section, introducing yourself. If they want to read it, they can. Then the last page will be your contact page. It's going to have all your contact details, your socials you want to share, your email, how they're going to get in contact with you. You want to be very easy to find and very easy to reach out to. Yeah, so that's a quick rundown of the portfolio. Like I said, it's really important, and it's basically like your resume. You're going to be sending it to anyone you want to work with. Someone wants to see previous work, they're going to ask for a portfolio, media kit, whatever. And again, like I said, I do have a video I will link if you want a step-by-step on how to actually make it. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. That's my experience, what I've been doing, how I pitch, what has helped me. I hope there was some useful information in this, something that will help you answer some questions. If you have any more questions, let me know. I just know a lot of people wanted a video of reaching out to brands, paid and gifted collaborations, things like that. So any other questions, just put them in the comments. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was a bit helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.